Hi, good day everyone. Guys, I'll be recording another lesson here. Um, and this will be about a new lesson about slope. And in preparation for our succeeding lessons, I would like to review you about slopes, which we had this last year as well, and even in middle school. But before I show you how it's done, let me show you some introductory presentation. Hold on, guys. So starting with that one right there. So this is basically about slope. This may sound familiar to some of you. What is the slope of the line? So given a graph, we're going to discuss that one. So you have a graph here. We're going to find the slope of this line. And then you will also encounter this equation. This is your slope-intercept form. Okay, so your y is equal to mx plus b. That's your equation, and then we're gonna discuss that further, where m here stands for slope and b is your y-intercept. Next one, given 2 points, finding the slope of a line given 2 points. So you have this line right here and you have 2 points. We're gonna find the slope of this line. So with this, you will be refreshed with this equation, rise over run. And then wherein you can also use this technique as well, the change in y's over the change in x's. So we're gonna go deeper in that one as well. And just a refresher, you're gonna use this formula right here, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. That would determine the slope of the line. As I mentioned earlier, m stands for slope. So if you're given 2 points just like this, we're going to use this formula at the same time. So you have 3 ways of finding the slope of a line, given the graph, given the equation of the line, and then you have these 2 points. So let's start. These are some examples that I'm going to show you. For instance, you have this slope. You have this line and mean, and then we're going to find the slope of a line using this graph right here. So for this one, we're going to have to count. Okay, using the graph, if you notice the graph is going down from left to right, it's going down. All we need to do is to count the points. It's either, you always start with your rise or your y-axis, so this side right here. So it's either you go down or you go up. So up represents positive and down represents negative numbers. And then your run will be your x-axis. It's either you go right for positive and you go left for negative. So you can use this formula right here, rise over run, by counting. So let's start. We start from here. Let's count 1, unit, 2, and 3. So that's going to be 3. Since you went down, we went down right here, so we're going to use a negative sign right there. All over. Then you go right, 1, 2. Since we went right here, so we use positive number. Therefore, our slope is 2. Okay, so again, you count from here. You count 1, 2, 3. That's why we have 3 here. We got a negative sign because we went down. And then for your run, 1, 2, you get 2. It's positive because we're going right. Next, number 2. Now this time our graph is going upwards, so meaning our slope is expected to be positive. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 6 all over. So from here, 1, 2, 3. So we're going right. That's positive as well. So that's 3 units. You don't stop right here. You have to simplify this. So how much is 6 over 3? So you can write 2. Your final answer should be 2. Let's box our answer right here. So that's how we find the slope using the graph, or given the graph, I mean. Okay, next, what about given 2 points? So with this one, we're going to use our formula. M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So we're going to label our numbers here. This will be your x1, this will be your x sub 2, this will be your y sub 1, and this will be your y sub 2. So substituting, we can write it this way. 5 minus negative 19 all over negative 8 minus 7. Okay, so let's simplify further. This becomes positive. So that turns out to be, how much is that? 5 plus 19, that's going to be 24. And then negative 8 minus 7, that's going to be negative 15. Okay, simplify this. Divided by 3. Okay, divide this by 3. So we can have 8 over 5 negative, because one number is negative here. Negative 8 over 5. Okay, number 4. Let's try to label this x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Let's try using our formula. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1, and substituting here, 17 minus 14 all over 20 minus negative 10. So this becomes positive. How much is our answer here? That's 3 over 30. 20 plus 10, that's 30, or 1 over 10. So that's how we use our formula here, using or given 2 points. So the first one given a graph, second one given 2 points. The third one, finding the slope given the equation of the line. So our equation, our standard equation, is y is equal to mx plus b, where m is your slope and your b is your y-intercept. So I think this would be the easiest one. Looking at the equation, it's already set in standard form. Therefore, your slope here is 5/3. Okay. Number 6, do we have a slope here? You're only given y-intercept here. So if you graph this, one, it's like this. 1, 2. So your line will look like that. It's a horizontal line. Therefore, we don't have a slope. Our slope is flat. It's 0. Okay. So all horizontal lines, your slope is 0. Next, number 7. It's already in standard form. Y is equal to mx plus b. Your slope here is -6. Alright. Number 8. If you graph this, your slope will look like, your line will look like this. I'm sorry. So your line will look like that. It's a vertical line. So for this one, our slope is like that. It's a symbol, otherwise known as undefined. Okay, so we will have more of these in the coming days. I'll give you more practice and notes at the same time. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day.